Alright, so if you've been learning with us for a while, you know I love open D, my favorite open tuning. Let's go ahead and add some turnarounds to our blues. First things first, let's get in tune. D. You're going to drop your E down a whole step to a D note. A stays the same. D stays the same. Your G goes down a half step to F sharp. That's your major third. If you want to play D minor, you drop that F sharp to an F. This B becomes an A note. And your high E drops down to a D. So we strum all the way through, we have a D chord. Now if you want to learn more about this tuning in general, I have a playlist up here in the notes. Alright? This is just turnarounds today. Also, I do new guitar every single Monday, so go ahead and hit subscribe if you dig this kind of learning. So let's go ahead and just jump into the first one. Tabs are up. If you like these tabs, you can print them out by becoming a Patreon. Links here in the notes. And that's for this lesson and all of our lessons, alright? So we're going to start off open D note, establishing the D7, establishing the key. Then you're going to get your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and you're going to pluck that index finger as well on the high D string. It used to be the high E. 1, 2. We're going to pluck those together 3 times, a triplet, 2 pola. Then after that, your middle finger goes to the 2nd fret and you add another triplet. So be wary of the mute. Let that ring out a little bit. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola. Index finger 1st fret. Then pluck them both together on the 1. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, 1. Come up here, and we're going to add an A7 chord. Open A string, middle finger 2nd fret of the D string, index finger 1st fret of the G string, which is now F sharp, and your pinky, if you can, 4th fret of the B. Otherwise, just these, but try to only strum the 3 middle strings if you're not using the pinky. It's 3 down strums, 1, 2, 3, and then 3rd beat, a stab, but you mute right after that. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, boom, 2 pola, 3, 4, into the top of the blues. So the whole turnaround would sound something like this. Into the top. Alright, turnaround number 1. Alright, for number 2, same thing, open, boom, low D. You could do both these 2 D strings if you like the sound of the octave. 1st fret of the G string, tuned to F sharp. We're just going to refer to it as a G string. And I use my thumb here. Because I'm playing these 3 strings, my thumb is going to pluck that string, the G string. My index, what used to be the B, now the A, and my middle will pluck the E, which used to be the D. And I'm going to run through 1st fret, open, open. So it's 1 pola. 2nd beat, I count it 2 pola. How do you count triplets? You could count it tripola, triplet, tuplet, 1, 2, 3. I like to count the beat I'm on, so 2 and then pola. So I go 1, 2 pola. Ring finger, 3rd fret of that formerly B string. Open, high E, 3rd fret. And there I'm using my index finger to pluck that string, and then middle, middle. So I get 2 pola, 3 pola, open, 3rd, and then back to 1. Now, here I go 0, 3, 1, and I use my middle finger on this one for both the E and the B. Index here, so I can use my thumb for the 3rd fret of the D string on the next measure. So I go thumb, index, middle, index, middle, 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 index. That last triplet, again, one more time. I play open E with my middle, 3rd fret of the B with my middle, 1st fret there, and now I'm using my index, okay? Experiment with your finger choice there, because you might like to use different fingers there. You know, it's kind of up to you a little bit. So we get 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, 1. Ring finger, 3rd fret of the D string on the 1, followed by open, and then we're gonna play 1, 2, 3. 1st fret here on the A string, my middle fingers on the 2nd fret of the G, and my ring fingers on the 3rd fret of the B. I pluck all 3 of those together, lift my index, slide it down, and that is my 5 chord. So super slow, the whole thing. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, 1 and 2. Lovely. Next one, open low D, then 3, 4 on our D string. I'll use my thumb for both those. Thumb, thumb, thumb. 1, 2, and. You could also slide there and hammer on. Open high D after that. Middle finger, 3rd fret of the B string. 1, 2, and 3, and. Then roll that over to 3. Slide it up to 4. So you get 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. If that slide's tricky, then just use your ring finger. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Open. 3rd fret of the B string. Now I use my middle finger there because then I slide it up and play this A7 2 times, which is 3, 4, 5. 3rd fret with my index finger, G string, middle finger, 4th fret, B, index, 5th. Turn around number 3. Turn around number 3. Now, open D, sometimes I use pick, sometimes I don't. This particular turnaround to get a vibe. So it sounds great with the pick as well. But let's go back. So it sounds great with the pick as well, but let's go back to fingerstyle. Yeah, it was actually pretty smooth. Next was more of a piedmont vibe. Open D, and then you're gonna play 3rd here of the G string, 4th of the high D, and I'm using my index finger for the G string and ring for the high D, string formerly known as A. Triplets. Move it down a half step, 1 fret apiece. Again, 1, 2, and then squeeze them both open. Open A. So the first measure nice and slow. Then on the offbeat, right after that, you play the open A. So 1 and you make this D shape, and I pull up just the 1 and the 4. So I'm not playing yet the D string, just the G and the B strings. 1 or and 2 and just the bass, and then strum through on the 3. And 2 and 3. Back into the top. So this one, for sure, the trickiest part about this one is hitting that and 1, 1, and. Pay attention to that, and you'll nail it. So here it is, nice and slow. 1. Lovely. All right, one more. This one's inspired by my Texas blues guys. Open D. 3rd fret of this A. Open 5. So it's 305. 1, 2 pola. Sorry. 1, 2 pola 3. 3rd beat, 3rd fret. 1, 2 pola 3. From there, open, and then open A. So it's 300. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 5 3 0, 4 pola. 1. Nice and slow. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola. Down to this D string, open, back to this low D, 1 and middle finger high D. Do 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 do. And pinch them both together. And then just the high D. So it's D, 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 D's, D, D. All D strings. The one in the middle, the low one, the high one, low and the high one, low one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we finish on the and 4 to the top. So we get. What's unique about this one is there's not a lot of tension to it, and it's very riff based. So we get 1, 2. What's unique about this one, there's not a lot of tension to it, very riff based, nice and slow. 1. What's unique about this one is there's not a lot of tension to it, but it's cool, riff based. Here we go. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Into the top. Without counting. Bonus 1, open D, 10th fret, 7th fret, 2 and then you go 9 5, 3 and then you go 7 5, 4 and so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 3rd, give it a little bend, open, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3, 2 and open, open A. Then from there you're gonna squeeze 2 and 1, and then play 0 2 1 together. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Into the top. And that is the bonus turnaround number 6. And there, my friends, you have 6 very cool, unique turnarounds built for open D tuning. If you want to learn more about this, make sure you check out the playlist, okay? Also, I do private lessons one-on-one. My email's in the description. And if you love those tabs, print them out by becoming a Patreon, 10thumbspro.com. New guitar tutorials every single Monday. Subscribe and learn. Until next time, have a lovely day.